So after 1 year of living here as an American digital nomad, I get lots of questions on whether or not I actually am happy that I moved to Barcelona, because obviously there are some cons that you read online and some things you experience and see, such as a language barrier for those who don't speak Spanish, the craziness, the pickpockets, the stealings, and all those kind of things. So I commonly get asked, do I like it? Am I happy that I moved here? Did I make a mistake, or would I have rather moved somewhere else in Europe? So to answer your question, I am absolutely in love with living in Barcelona. And I'm sure you can tell that by my videos on my page. And if you're new here, welcome. I'm Christina. I'm an American digital nomad who moved to Barcelona over a year ago now on the digital nomad visa. And I absolutely freaking love it. And I wanted to share with you guys why I love it. Get really down in specifics to explain the reasons, because if these are some of the things you're looking for in a new city, this might hit home for you. And it might be a good place for you to consider moving, especially with the digital nomad visa now. It makes it a lot easier for remote workers, freelancers, self-employed, contractors, all those kind of thing, to come and live in beautiful Spain and experience life in Barcelona. So let's jump right into it. Why do I actually love living in Barcelona? I'm going to start with reason number one. So reason number one, I will definitely say, is the 300 plus years a day of sunshine. Like, imagine how amazing it is to have most of your days of the year, more than 75%, be a full of sunshine. And we have this beautiful balcony. I wish I had a terrace, just like my neighbors do down here, those beautiful spots. But one day I will have a rooftop. But I absolutely love sitting on my balcony and just enjoying the sun. Ironically enough, the one day that I'm filming this video is a day that is actually cloudy outside and it rained this morning. And this is coming from us never having rain. Like, May is one of those months where you kind of just never really know if it's going to be sunny or rainy. And I really wanted to film this on a sunny day to show you just how beautiful it is. But of course, it didn't happen that way. And of course, like literally an hour after I filmed that segment, it is crystal clear blue skies and so pretty out. So I just wanted to cut this part into the video so you can see that it is generally very sunny and beautiful here in Barcelona. So let's keep going. But in general, Barcelona is beautiful and the weather is so nice. The winter is really, really mild. The beaches are incredible. I even have some beach days in March to actually just go enjoy the sunshine. And summer is just incredible, as we all know and have seen. I really, really loved my first summer here last year, and I cannot wait for all the adventures this summer. But having that sunshine is such a mood booster and really does make such a big difference in your life and in your just general day-to-day activities when you have the sun shining all the time. And my next reason is I absolutely love the neighborhood in which I live. I live in Sant Antoni in Barcelona, and it is absolutely incredible. The neighborhood is just so amazing, and it really does feel like a piece of home. But I have lived in multiple neighborhoods across Barcelona, and I just think Sant Antoni is the best. And I will tell you why. I think Sant Antoni is really great because it's a small little neighborhood. There are a bunch of different pedestrian streets. There are little areas with tables and chairs to go sit at and just relax at. There's loads of cute little bars and restaurants, and I feel like everything's just underrated. So yes, there are busy areas, and yes, there are spots that are always crammed. Although it is a young neighborhood in some areas, it is really family oriented, and there's a lot of like abuelas and abuelos around, and everyone's just out and about doing things, and it feels really family orientated, but still having the restaurants and bars to go to. So you're still close enough to all the action. It's only like a 15-minute walk to Gothic Quarter and the downtown area a bit, and there are multiple different metro stops, different colored lines, so you really can get everywhere from Sant Antoni, and it just doesn't feel super hectic crazy all the time. It just feels more family orientated, and I never feel unsafe, and that is one of the best things. I don't really worry about holding my phone when I'm walking around in Sant Antoni. I don't worry about being pickpocketed, and I never feel unsafe walking home at night if I go out with my friends. So these are definitely big pluses. And of course, with loving where you live, the next part is you need friends. Of course, you need to find your community, your people, to make that place really truly feel like home. And that is one thing I really liked about Barcelona, was there's such a really true, amazing and growing expat community in Barcelona. So you have some people who understand and relate to you when it comes to moving abroad. I have friends from America, from the UK, from Scotland, from Netherlands, from South America, from Spain, from different places in Europe. And so it is really incredible to be able to have that true mix of expats and easily find them. There are so many meetup groups, there are Facebook groups, there are events pretty much every single week in Barcelona that allows you to meet new people. I even started hosting my own events in Barcelona for girls who have moved here to just come and meet and make friends and have a fun time doing some activity or drinking or going to the beach or whatever it might be. So having those events all throughout Barcelona really allows you to just make friends, to have those fun times where you can get together, have a glass of wine with your girls, where you can go out, where you can try new restaurants together, you can go to different networking events and meet all these really cool people, whether it's professional and growing your own brand, your own business, or whether it is even for just friends in general. Finding that community here I found to be quite easy in Barcelona, and that is something that is really, really important for me, especially as a digital nomad. I want to meet people who understand my way of life and people who are doing something similar to me, whether it is not even the same profession, but living that same type of lifestyle. So having that community is absolutely amazing, and being able to find it easily is just another tick on the plus side for Barcelona. And rolling right off the community aspect with the friends, as I said before, there are loads of events, not even just to meet people for friends, but also just networking. So for me, I've gone to some really cool content creator events. I've been to some online business marketing events, and having those and the ability to meet people and kind of expand your professional network and even meet people that you aspire to be either where they're at or within their field in the future, having that really cool range in terms of the type of people here, freelancers, self-employed, people who are working in corporate and doing some really cool things, big art scene here, big music scene. So having all those different aspects really allows you the ability to grow not only personally with your friendship group and have those people that you feel like gives that sense of home, but also grow your network and be able to grow your professional side of things. And so just the amount of sheer things that are available at your disposal in Barcelona between groups and meetups and events is just unmatched. And then number 5, one of the really big kickers for me as someone who loves to travel, and although I picked a home base of Barcelona, I never intended to just be here full time and not still see their places. I mean, I'm in Europe, gotta take advantage of it. Is the fact that Barcelona is a major travel hub here. Barcelona Airport has great access to obviously other places in Europe, access to Africa, access to the Americas, access to Asia and the Middle East. You can find really good flights from here from all over. So unlike smaller airports where you might be in places like, say, Lisbon, for example, you have way less flights out of there than you would out of Barcelona. It's just such a big travel hub. And besides the airport, there are so many great train options as well. So there is a great way for you to be able to travel from Barcelona and be able to still kind of live that digital nomad lifestyle if you want to have a home base here like me and still travel loads, or even if you want to be here for most of the time, but you still dream of like bopping away for a quick little weekend getaway in Europe. Listen, Barcelona offers that. You can find flights to different countries for like 40 euros round trip, which is still crazy to me. Obviously, as an American, that is not even freaking possible. So having that ability to do so is just incredible. And that travel hub is something that I definitely look at whenever I'm looking for new locations as a digital nomad and traveler. And then with this being a big travel hub, I do think this also brings in a really large international community. So that means it's quite a big melting pot of a city. Obviously, you have loads of Spanish and Catalan culture here, which is incredible and amazing, and I love getting to experience it. The Spanish have so many freaking holidays and festivals, so there's always something going on and something really cool to experience, whether it is the human towers, whether there's the big giants dancing in the street, the fireworks they run through. There is so much you get to experience from the Catalan and Spanish culture here in Barcelona, but because it's such an international hub, there is a really great melting pot of cultures. There's a really big presence of South Americans here in Barcelona, so you get to experience some cool festivals and some really cool events from South Americans. You get to experience other cultures have festivals and events here, and besides even the cultural ones, when I tell you that every single week, pretty much every weekend, there is something going on in Barcelona. The amount of times that I have just walked through my neighborhood and there are some random street festival with food and drinks and DJs and music and all these events happening, and I'm like, it's just never ending in the best way possible. There is just something for you to attend, something for you to go to always here. And then of course, with it being so international, the food, the food in Barcelona is so good. Obviously, you can enjoy some Spanish food, some Spanish tapas, but you can also get really good Korean food, Japanese food, Vietnamese food. You can get good Argentinian food, get good Brazilian food, Italian, like even American. There's a place that has buffalo wings, so good. So like no matter what you're really into in terms of food, Indian, Middle Eastern, you can definitely find it in Barcelona. And as somebody who is a foodie and I absolutely love food, having the ability to try all the new food and also having these like nice, true, authentic food stores for different cultures is really cool because then you get to cook good things. But the food in Barcelona is so good. So if you're a foodie and you've also just love like a melting pot type culture of different nationalities and people from all over, Barcelona 100% offers that as well. So that is really just such a good plus for me personally. And then number 7, which is one of my favorites, is as an American, you kind of grow up to where when you say hello to somebody, it's like, hi, hi, my name's Christina. How are you? Oh, what do you do? And it's the first thing you ask because a lot of your identity and a lot of how people perceive you is based off of your career, off of what you do, off of maybe how much money you make. Obviously, I can't put this across the board to America. I'm from New Jersey. It's a very fast-paced lifestyle and it's very keeping up with people. And so your career kind of becomes your identity. And with that means work becomes a massive part of your life. And I'm not saying work isn't big here for people in Spain, but I'm saying they know how to balance work and life, like living life and working. It is so common in the US for you to work well over 40 hours a week, 50, 60, and it's like grind and work your life away to one day make enough money so you can retire and then enjoy life. And you're watching your years go by. And I don't mean to sound morbid. We don't know how long we have on this earth. So why am I going to put 60 hours a week of my life into work when I don't even know how long I'm going to be here? And I'm not saying not to work hard because working hard is key in life. It's key for success. But that doesn't mean that you need to completely work your life away. And one of the big things about here in Spain that I find, and even when talking to people, is they have a balance. After work, work's done. Like you go on vacation, no, you will not be getting an email from anybody. You're sick, no, you will not have to still present on a phone call. You still will not have to present on email. You are off. There's a drawn line between your life and your work. And I feel like in the US, especially, I can't speak for other places, that line is super blurred. When I was sick, if someone needed me and I could just still jump on the email, and it's not even like I would lose my job if I didn't, but I felt this like urge to still do so. I felt like I still needed to show up. I needed to make sure I was a good employee, make sure I was there for my team, make sure if I'm on vacation, something goes wrong, like at least just answer my phone. If you need me, I'll be around. I'm on vacation, but if you need me, I'm around by email. How many times have you said that? How many times have you heard someone say that? If you're on vacation, you should be able to shut off. Be done. And I feel like in Spain, they do a really good job of separating that. I have friends who say like they'll work at a job and if it's like 5 o'clock, if the meeting's going over, like that meeting's done. It's 5 o'clock. They're done. They're done with work. And one thing I do love is like during the week, people will be out. And I don't mean like partying or whatever. People are social after work. They go to events. They do things. You'll see people enjoying time with their friends and families. And I feel like in the US, so much of time during your work week, unless maybe it's summertime and you're being a little more like playful, but so much time of your work week is like you go to work, you go to the gym, you come home, you make dinner, maybe sit on your couch, relax, watch Netflix, go to bed, wake up and do it all over again until Friday. And then Friday you enjoy yourself, Saturday you have a fun day, and then Sunday you want to chill or recover or get ready for Monday. And that happens so much. And I feel like here people actually thoroughly enjoy their time away from work and don't just get in that like rhythm and cycle. And even here on Sundays, although it might be inconvenient for some people, a lot of the stores and shops are closed. It's a day for friends and family. It's a day for you to know you're not doing your errands, you're not running to the store, you're not going food shopping. It's a day to actually just enjoy yourself. Go to the park with your kids, go to the park with your friends or beach with your friends, have a beer in the park, read a book, go to an event, go to one of the many street festivals that are always happening. There is always something going on in the city to get you out of your apartment, to get you out of your house, and to get you social and around people and just enjoying life. And that's something I think is so important because one thing I noticed, especially when I quit my job, it took me so long when I started working for myself to create boundaries and to be able to actually enjoy life without guilt, because I was brought up in the American corporate work culture where you kind of always want to make sure you're the best and you're the best employee, and that might mean coming in on the day you ask for off because they need you. It might mean that you're answering emails even when you're on vacation, or answering phone calls, or you're still doing deals or whatnot. And that part of me, I think I learned to kind of let go of and just enjoy my time and separate my life from work. And I think the Spanish do that really well. And so I think that more laid back lifestyle is something that I truly do enjoy. Although the city can be chaotic, in a way, it is definitely way more laid back than the US like hustle culture. So there are a few of my top reasons for why I love living in Barcelona. And if those hit home for you at all, I think it's really something you should consider. I truly love living here and I wouldn't change anything for the world. Obviously, there are always cons to everywhere you live. Of course, I would love to not have to always worry about whipping my phone out while I'm walking somewhere and someone taking it from me. Of course, I would love to be able to put my purse in the back of a chair when I'm sitting in a restaurant and not worry about it being stolen. Those things obviously are annoying. I would love to not have to worry about someone coming by in a scooter and pickpocketing or whatever it might be. But the reality is that stuff happens. And if you are in Barcelona and you just know the neighborhoods to avoid, late at night, to be really vigilant when you're walking around. And if you're a person who likes to have your phone out, make sure you have a little neck strap or the wrist strap so you have it with you. But there's little things you can do to definitely make your time better. But with that said, Barcelona is not going to be for everybody. If you're not a city person, you probably won't like it, because for me, the crazy cityness that I compare it to is New York, and that this is definitely nowhere near New York. But if you're not a city person, I could definitely see that this could be really chaotic and crazy for you. So it is something to consider and something to think about. But if you are looking for that really energetic city vibe where a lot's going on, but you can still escape to the mountains, you can still escape to the beach, and you can still enjoy life, Barcelona is a really great option. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I'm definitely going to be giving you more tips on moving to Barcelona. I'm going to be finishing my taxes for 2023 in Barcelona, so I will have a lot of information on what my tax situation was paying my first year here in Spain versus the US. And I'm going to start bringing you guys along on more Barcelona vlogs. So I'm really excited to just grow this channel and to share more of my life here in Barcelona, my escapades in Europe, and all the travels and trips coming up. So definitely consider subscribing to the channel, join this amazing community and family. If you have any questions about the visa, living in Barcelona, anything like that, please feel free to DM me on Instagram. I'm here to help you guys with any of that stuff. But make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.